So welcome back. Hopefully you've gotten a chance to understand me and my goals and intention and working with you as we dive into the logistics of the entire course and really helping you to understand and grasp the concepts online. So this is lesson 2. We're going to dive into creating your goals. Let's go ahead and get started. Um, as we've learned from Napoleon Hill, very successful individual who studied the course of how it is wealthy people generate their wealth or how they become successful. A goal is a dream with a deadline. And we're going to really focus in on that. So if we can see this structure right here, if you look at this chart, 83% of all people have no defined goals. Okay. Why that's important is because 14% of all people have vague goals kind of just set in their head, guys, but they don't ever take the time to write them down. Just having a goal kind of in your head gives you a little bit better of a chance than if you don't have any goals at all. The person who kind of knows what they want, and this is what I think most people do, is 10 times more likely to accomplish more than the person with no goals at all. As we move forward, you can see that 3% in only 3%, guys, of all people have goals that they take the time, write them down. And when they do this, they're actually taking from that thought process and putting it on paper and really giving them a roadmap to financial success if that's your goal. In any goal, it doesn't have to be financially. It could be your goal in relationships or fill in the blank, okay? So this is going to be so important you understand how critical it is as we move forward to really start defining your goals. So getting started on your future self with these 5 keys to successful goal setting. What are the 5 keys? Okay, there is a systematic approach into setting very obtainable goals, okay? And we're going to take the time right now to go through that. Is your goal SMART? And as you're going to see as we move through this, I work a lot on acronyms just because it's very simplistic for me to always remember. So SMART is an acronym. First thing we look at, is your goal specific? It has to be specific. You have to know exactly step by step what the goal entails and what it is that you want to accomplish. Is it measurable? We have to have a way, once we put a goal in place, how do we measure it? Is it measured financially? Is it measured through a progress, a weight loss goal? We have to have the ability to measure it. The A, is it obtainable? Attainable, very critical, because so many times people set out unrealistic goals, and unfortunately that just sets them up in a position where they're angry and it's frustrating and there's just no reason to do that. R is going to be for relevant. Is it relevant? Is it something you want to do? You're not just setting goals to make other people happy, right? We don't want you to set a goal. For example, my goal is to get all straight A's because that's going to make my parents happy, but it's not going to matter to me one bit. So it has to be relevant and pertaining to you. Otherwise, to simply do something just because somebody else suggests that you have to do it is just really doing a huge disservice to yourself, okay? T, finally, is it's time bound. It has to have a deadline. We have to have it not only measurable, but we have to see to it that it's possible and actually we can put it into existence, and making sure you get to your financial goals or your personal goals, your relationship goals in a timely fashion, okay? So that is how we do this. We use the SMART goal worksheet that I'm going to provide you guys here, okay? You're going to have a printable link that's going to appear below this session too. Okay, so I want you guys to take the time to print out that worksheet. It's 2 pages right here. You see, I'm never going to have you do something I'm not doing myself currently. I want you to take the time, take as much or little time as you think is appropriate to write in all the details and aspects of exactly what it is you're wanting to accomplish, what you want to achieve out of all of this, because that's going to give you a higher probability for success once that's on paper, okay? Once you've identified your goals and defined them and what you really want to accomplish in life, I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson as I kind of walk you through this. But please do not make the mistake of skipping this critical step. This is going to be your roadmap to your success as we move forward. Everybody's a little bit different. Some people, their goals vary, and what worked for somebody down the street from you may or may not work for you. And this is why it's so critical. This is all about you and really putting you in a position where you can make those positive changes. Okay. That being said, I will be done with this. Please take the time to do that. And I look forward to teaching you those other things. Take care.